Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. So we go back to Upadana Khanda. See? Upadana Khanda, above that word, Upadana Khanda, the Itaja, Upadana Gojara Khanda, Upadana Khanda. Yeah, according to this, Upadana Khanda referred to the object of the Upadana. So above that, Vedana Diopana Anaswawa Khandesu Vokta, Saswa Upadana Khandesu. Here, Vedana Diopana Anaswawa Khandesu Vokta. So you see the one there. Vedana Diopana Anaswawa. A word is used with Anaswa. Yeah, a word. Anaswawa. Only the aggregate, the matter aggregate here, only the matter aggregates which are not the object of the aswa are called khanda. The object of the aswa are called upadana khanda. The meaning will be like that, Anaswawa, only the aggregates which are not the object of aswas are called khanda. So here, saswa upadana khanda. Saswa, the aggregates which are the object of aswas are included in upadana khanda or are analyzed into upadana khanda. So here, the aggregate which are not the object of, only the aggregate anaswawa, only the aggregates which are not the object of aswas are analyzed as khanda. The aggregates which are the object of the aswas are analyzed as upadana khanda. According to the grammar here, so khanda referred to only anaswa khanda, or khanda here refers to only the aggregates which are not the object of aswa. Upadana khandas are the aggregate which are the object of aswa. So the meaning will be like that. So only anaswa khandas are khanda. No, aswa khandas are upadana khanda. The meaning will turn so. So we have to go to the Mulatika. Mulatika explain this word. No, Mulatika explain this word. So you go to Mulatika. Anaswawa khandesu votanti. Do you see there? Mulatika Kamādivinicchayakathā, the first.
Yes, Sayadaw.
Anaswawa khandesu votanti eta. In the case, Anaswawa khandesu vota is the sentence. Atthana pyukto eva sato tatapo. Eva sata, the word eva should be the understood as atthana pyukta. Atthana pyukta means a proper link, a proper connection. Yeah. Atthana pyukta, a proper connection. Yeah, anaswawa, eva should not be there, Eva should not be after the anaswa. So anaswa khande swewa votanti at all. The meaning is that anaswa khanda should be included in the khanda. So if we hear the word should not be placed, should not be added after the word anaswa. It should be added after the word khande su ewa. Khande su here. Khande swewa, khande su ewa. Ewa should be put after the word khande su. should not be put after the word anaswa. If we put ewa after the word the anaswa, then the meaning will be that the anaswa, only anaswa aggregates are khada. Khada cannot mean both aswa and anaswa aggregates. Khada will mean only anaswa aggregate. If we put ewa after anaswa. But here, Aṭṭhakathā put ewa, Aṭṭhakathā put the ewa here after anaswa. This, he put ewa after anaswa because this ewa is atana piyota. So Aṭṭhakathā just like Aṭṭhakathā make mistake. The atana piyota. Aṭṭhakathā should not put ewa after anaswa, but he put it. This writing is proper, Atana, the atana piyota, a proper connection. You should not connect ewa with anaswa. You should connect the ewa with kandesu only here. That's why Mulatika corrected anaswa kadeswewa. Anaswa kadeswewa. So this is the grammatical the mistake, and we can say grammatical mistake, but the Noah corrects this Aṭṭhakathā writing because they keep asserted. That's why Mulatika explains this. This ewa is not proper use, proper connection. So a proper connection. So it should be connected with the word kandesu is with the word kandesu he is playing. So do you know that where this one anaswa kandesu word done? You need
Yes,
to
Sayadaw.
note there this the place the iwa after anaswa is the proper is connection, a proper relation should not be related there. So this is a proper relation. So we should understand a proper way. We should understand that the proper connection here. The ewa should be put after the word. Should be connected with the word kandesu. Should not be connected with the word anaswa. If we connect it with the word anaswa, the khada will mean only anaswa aggregate. There will be no aswa aggregate. Actually, the khada can mean both aswa aggregate and anaswa aggregate. But for upadana khanda, saswa upadana khandesu, for the upadana khanda, only saswa aggregates. Saswa aggregates are analyzed into upadana khanda. So anaswa should be analyzed only into only khanda. Anaswa aggregate should be analyzed into only khanda, not into upadana khanda. But saswa aggregate should be included in only upadana khanda. That is the meaning. So we go back to Aṭṭhakathā. Aṭṭhakathā anunadikato, we say anunadikato anunadikato as to neither less nor more, not less nor more, not less than 5, not more than 5. Why? Why the Buddha expounded the aggregates only 5? Why not more than 5? Why not less than 5? Adunadito kasama pana pagwada pajiwa khanda wotan. Why the Buddha talks? Why the Buddha expounded only 5 khanda, not less than 5 or not more than 5. Anuna, not less than. Anadika, not more than 5. This is the question. So the reasons Three reasons given there where the Buddha did not expound the khandha modify or justify. Sabha Sankata Sabhaga Eka Sankhado Sabha Sankata Sabhaga. Now all the Sankata Dhamma Eka Sankhado make it together. Sabhaga here, Samana, we can say Sabhaga is Samana here. Sabhaga similar. Sabha Sankata Sabhaga Eka Sankhado. Eka like Eka Jan, Eka Jan together. Eka Sankhado make it together or group it together. Sangha, you see, make group or group Sangha. Group it together. Eka Sankhado because of group it together. Group it what? Sabha Sangata Sabhaga. All these Sabhaga, the all similar form things, all similar form of Sankhada, all similar Sankhada. All similar Sankhadas are grouped grouped together. So all similar form. Here the Sabha Sankhada Dhamma not referred to as Sankhada Dhamma. Sabha Sankhada Dhamma referred to Jada, Jadasika, and Rupa, not including Asankhada, which is Nibbana. So Sabha Sankhada, all the form things, Sankhada Dhamma, the formation things. Sabhaga, the similar. All the formation, the Sankhada Dhamma have similar nature, like Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta. They have common characteristics. They have their own special characteristics here. Sabha Sankhada Sabhaga, Eka Sankhado. Because of making, because of grouping the together all Sankhada Dhamma, all similar Sankhada Dhamma. This is one reason. The Buddha groups all Sankhada Dhamma, all similar Sankhada Dhamma. That's why he is founded only 5 khandha, not more than that, not less than that. Number one reason. Number two, Atta Niya Gaha Otusa Eta Pramato. Atta Adaniya. Here you should divide it into 2 words. Atta Gaha, Adaniya Gaha. Atta Taniya Gaha. So we need to divide Atta Gaha, Adaniya Gaha. Atta Gaha, grasping as Atta. Adaniya Gaha, grasping as something something pertains to Atta. So Adaniya, Atta Gaha, Gaha, you see, grasping or viewing. Grasping the 5 aggregates as Atta. Adaniya Gaha, grasping the 5 aggregates that contains the Atta. So the grasping as se, grasping as something that contains a se. What to sa, what to hear, what to say, what to? What to hear the place, what to hear the place, the basis, sorry. The basis for the assumption here, the translation, the basis for the assumption of self and what pertains to self. The assumption of self and the assumption what pertains to self. So the 5 aggregate here, these 5 aggregates are assumed as self by the beings. It is also assumed as what pertains to self. So Atta Adaniya. Take it as Atta Adaniya. Because take it as Adaniya, take it what? Take it 5 aggregates. That's why the 5 aggregates are the basis of taking them as Atta and taking them what pertains to Atta, to Atta. So that is Eta Paramato, the utmost or the minimum, maxima, sorry, the maximum limit here, the maximum limit, the widest limit, if you translate, the widest limit, the widest limit is not more than, not less than, this one, the last measurement, only 5, not more than 5. So the reason is given here, so as the basis for the assumption of self and what pertains to self. So the basis, these 5 aggregates are the basis. If there are no these 5 aggregates, there will be no self theory. You know, self theory arises because of these 5 aggregates. Based on these 5 aggregates, the Aṭṭhakathā arises, or the Aṭṭhanyakathā arises. Number 3 is Anyesa ja tatawa rotato anyesa. There are many kinds of other aggregates. Apart from these 5 aggregates, there are also many 5 aggregates, like Sila Khanda, Samadhi Khanda, Panya Khanda, Vimodhi Khanda, Vibhaṅga Jnana Dasana Khanda. With those attributes are the Sila Khanda attributes of morality, Samadhi Khanda attributes of the Khanda here, we refers to the attributes, the attributes. You can say the aggregate, but this Khanda, you know, not the like of 5 aggregates, the Sila aggregate, Samadhi aggregate, the Panya aggregate, Vimodhi aggregate, Vimodhi Jnana Dasana aggregates. These aggregates, see, Anya Sanja, Tatawa Rotato, those aggregates are pertinent to those khandas. So let's see Sila. Sila, you can say Viriti, or you can say Chetana. Sometimes we take Sila as Viriti. Sometimes we take Sila as Chetana. So these the Chetana or Viritis are included in Sankhara Khanda. See, the Sila Khanda included in the Khanda. It those verified Khanda, not in other Khandas. So Sila, which is Chetana or which is Viriti, pertinent to Sankhara Khanda. Samadhi also the Jetisika. Samadhi Khanda referred to the Samadhi Jetisika. Samadhi Jetisika is analyzed into Sankhara Khanda. The Panya Khanda, Panya Jetisika, it is also pertinent to Sankhara Khanda. Vimodhi freedom. The Vimodhi freedom, that is the Nibbana, we can say. Oh, no, Nibbana. How about Vimodhi? Vimodhi Khanda. What is Vimodhi Khanda? I don't know. Vimodhi Khanda. Do you know Vimodhi Khanda? Vimodhi Khanda. Vimodhi Khanda. What is Vimodhi Khanda?
This is Pana. Pana is refers to Pana.
Sorry?
Pana Vimodhi.
This Vimodhi, Sila, Samadhi, Panya, Vimodhi Jnana Dasana. Vimodhi Jnana Dasana referred to Panya.
The Vimodhi Khanda is refers to Pana Vimodhi.
Khana Vimodhi.
Pana. Mega Pana.
Khanda?
No, Pana.
Oh, Pala, sorry, yes. Plus Placetas.
Yeah, and the Sila Khanda is refers to the Sikha, Asikawa Sila Khanda. And the Banya Khanda is refers to Maka Banya, Sikha, Asikana, Nokia Banya Ja.
Both Sikha and Asika.
Yes.
Any Banya.
Yes.
Vimoti
And
refers to
also,
what? Okay, please. Vimoti
Vimudi Jnana Dasana Khanda is refers Pacha Vikana Jnana.
Apachavakana jnana. Okay. Vimoti khanda refer to plus.
Phala Vimudi. That means Phala Jeta.
So if we take the Vimoti as a pla, we need to refer to the Vijnana Khanda. We need to analyze it to Vijnana Khanda. Is it? So Vimoti Jnana Pachakana Jnana. That is Jnana. All Jnana and the Vimoti Khanda also Jnana, Pla Jnana. Vimoti Jnana Pachakana Jnana. All are included is Sankhara Khanda. Is it? All are included in Sankhara Khanda. So Sila, we have the Sila or the Purujana Ariya, anyone, any Sila, Jirana or Virudi, Samadhi, we have Samadhi Khanda, Panya Khanda, we have Panya, Vimodi, we have Planyana, Vimodi Jnanasana, we have Pachava Khanda. So all these are analyzed into Sankhara Khanda, is it? So the Rota Do. So these, the remaining or the other khandas, apart from these 5 khanda, are the included there, or are included in the aggregate. That's why the aggregates are not more than 5, not less than 5. That is the meaning. So the explanation, the detailed explanation is given below. You know, Anekapa Bedesu. Anekapa Bedesu hi Sagada Dhamesu. Sabhaka Wasena. Sabhaka here, Sabhaka Wasena Sankha Manesu. If they are taken as similar, all the Sangha Dhamma, where they are taken with the similar, by similarity, Sabhaka Wasena by similarity. Where they are taken by similarity, Rupa Sabhaka Sankha Wasena. The Rupa Sabhaka, the Sankha Wasena. Eko Khando, Rupa, the analyzed as one khanda there. Rupa analyzed as one khanda. The Rupa analyzed one khanda. Rupa Svaka Sankha Vasena. Rupa Svaka Sankha Vasena. To be grouped together according to similarity. So you have the translation there. Where numerous short form stage, Anekapa Bedesu Sankhada Dhamesu. So many kinds of Amadi, many kinds of Sankhara are grouped together according to similarity. So the Sabhagavasana Sankha Manesu, if they are grouped together according to similarity, the materiality Rupa comes through one aggregate, Eko Khanda, Rupa, Eko Khanda, Khando Hodi, Rupa Sankha, Rupa Spanga Sankha Vasena. To be grouped together according to similarity, consistently a materiality. So material come to be one aggregate consistently a materiality. So eko khando hodi dewa. So rupa spaka sankha vasena, though be grouped together according to similarity. That means the rupa, according to similarity, the rupa composed of rupa aggregate, material aggregate. That's the meaning. The Vedana Svaka Sankha Vasena Eko Khando. Vedana also the composed of Vedana aggregate. Though the Vedana aggregate though be grouped together according to similarity. According to similarity, the similarity of the Vedana. See? cause similarity. Evat Satna Yo Sanya Di Supi, the Sanya Sankara Wina also the same. That's a Masaba Sankada Spaka Sankado Pajua Wotan. So the measurement of the aggregates are only 5 because of grasping of the similarity of Sabha Sankada. One reason. The Eta Paramadan, Eta Paramachitan, Eta here, Eta Paramachita, Eta Parama. Atata Niyaga Hawatu Yedida Rupadia Paja. So Atata Niyaga Watu, the basis of Atta, the basis of Ataniya. That's why they are composed of only 5, no? Not more than 5, not less than 5. The widest limit is only 5. What data here, the quotation is given here. Rupe Bekove.
Hi, Sayadaw. So in the previous sentence we have eta pramanjetang, right? Just eta pramanjetang. But if we go up in the a few sentences, over there we have eta pramato. So which one is correct? So you know which one is correct spelling?
The translator, Burmese translator, the remark there, eta is the extra one. Eta is not necessary here. Eta parama only. Eta, the word eta is not necessary. Because why you refer to the word eta here? Eta you can refer to anything. That's why he did not translate this word eta. So he put aside, he translate only eta parama.
Eta parama. So just one part, right? So you know. Just one part or two parts? Because it's
yes, part here actually should be 2 parts here.
2 parts, right?
Paramaya Sandi Eta Brahma. The should be 2 parts actually. But here only 1 part. But the above that sentence we had 2 parts, you see? Double part. The double consonant there, Eta Brahma. So but here Eta Brahma, then Eta again coming. But that Eta is not necessary. So the translator put it aside. So he used Eta Brahma. There should be double part here.
Yes.
Eta Brahma Yasandi here referred to the base. Eta Brahma, the base. Here referred to what to Eta Brahma.
Okay, thank you, Sayadaw.
The double P, double part is better and there, but here only the single part. If we use double part before, here to be consistent, we need to use a double part also here. But we have to decide ourselves for this case. So we have to the check whether it should be double or whether it should be single. So according to grammar. So for grammatical point, you need to check.
Sarah, we have the both. If we check the original Bali text, not Aṭṭhakathā, we have the both form.
So Eta Brahma or single part, Eta Brahma.
Yes, we have single bar and a double bar when they come to with the Ita.
So anyone you can use if so.
Yes.
So both are correct. Both are used in a Pali.
Yeah, in the original Bali text.
Both words are possible to use, or both words are used in the Pali. Is it?
Yes,
So like a color, American, the American English, British English, not the same color, C-O-L-O-U-R. So British, but America, C-O-L-O-R. Just like that, I think. American English and the British English, as the words are different according to the country. Here also, maybe Eta Brahma, Eta Brahma, both are correct. So you take both, if so. So Rupa Kope Kowe Sati, Rupa Upadaya, Rupa Pinusa, Ewan Teti Hodi. The wrong view arises depending on the Rupa, if there is Rupa. The wrong view arises depending on Rupa. Eta Mama, the Rupa is mine. This is mine. Isohamasmi, the Rupa is I. The Rupa I. Isomi Adadi, the Rupa is myself. Myself, you see, my soul. Rupa is soul. The Rupa and the soul the same. Etamama, the soul, the Rupa belong to me. So Etamama, me is soul. Rupa belong to soul. Rupa is the soul, not the same here. Etamama. So this Rupa belong to the soul. See, to the self, to the soul, to the self. Is so how much me? So the Rupa is the self, the same. Is all me atta. So the Rupa is atta. Say, you know. Rupa becomes the say. This are wrong views. You see, there is no Rupa. Actually, there is nothing. There is no say. Actually, there something that does not exist. We just use it like exist. Something exist, but it really does not exist. We can't even use it as say because there is no say, but we use it. We assume there is say. So because of Rupa, or depending on the Rupa, if there is no Rupa, there will be no the wrong view, which is set theory. We have set theory. We have such kind of wrong view because of that Rupa. If there is no Rupa, we have no. If there is no Vedana, we have no such kind of wrong view. So such kind of wrong view arises due to 5 aggregates. Depending on these 5 aggregates, this wrong view arises. That's why Atta Gaha we say Atta Gaha, Adaniya Gaha. Take this 5 aggregate as Atta. Adaniya, take this 5 aggregate as something belong to the Atta. Okay? That's why here, because of this, Tasma, Atta Daniya Gaha Watusa, Eta Brahma Tobi Pachiwa Wotan. Whenever the wrong view arises, it arises depending on only these 5 aggregates, not more than these 5 aggregates. That's why the aggregate should be analyzed into only 5, not more than 5. Then the last explanation here. Yepi sanye, yepi sa anye. Apart from these 5 khanda, sila deyo pancha dhamma khanda, dhamma aggregates. 5 dhamma aggregate, which are sila, samadhi, panya, vimati, jnana, dasana, Bhutan, and the Tepi here. Apart from these 5 aggregates, the Buddha also exported the sila aggregate, etc. The other aggregates. So these aggregates, Tepi, Sankara, Khanda, Priya, Panatta, they are included in Sankara Khanda. Etwa Awa Roda, they are, you see, the, how do you say, included the Sankara Khanda. Itiwa only this Sankara Khanda, our Roda included. These 5 khandas are also these 5 Dhamma Khanda. Let's see Dhamma Khanda. So, but there is no Dhamma Khanda as the concept, but we say Dhamma Khanda. These 5 khanda, Dhamma Khanda, because they are related to the Dhamma. This Dhamma Khanda included a Sankara Khanda. This one, that's my. So, Anyasa Dadawa Roda Tobi Pajiwa Wotan. As those aggregates are included in the Sankhara Khanda, the Khanda can be said only 5. Not only 5, not more than, not less than 5. Ewa Anuna Dikato Wineja Nayo Nyatapo, a Winyatapo, it should be understood. The investigation of the Anunadika, not more than, not less than 5. How about the Mulatika? In Mulatika, we have there related to Atta Adaniya Gaha Watusa Eda Pramada Datapa, you see. Iti Naja Wakamana Sutta Wasena. Wakamana Sutta Wasena. Khande Ewa, yeah. Nisaya. Khande Ewa Nisaya. Predaramna Diwasena Nawata Baja Diti Upajadi. About the wrong view there. The Predaramna Tika, Predaramna Dhamma, Apanarama Dhamma, the Mahagdaramna Dhamma. There is also Diti. Diti here, what kind of Diti is there? What kind of Diti is there around you? That Diti are not to be said, Predaramna, are not to be said as the wrong view that takes the present object. Predaramna. They are not, it is not also to be said, Mahagdaramna. So it is not also to be said, Apamana Ramana. That means that deity, that wrong view cannot be said. The wrong view that take the karma object, the not process, sorry, karma object, Predaramna karma object, the Mahagda object, Apamana Lokodra object. The wrong view is there, you see here. It naja wakamana sutta was senaja. Wakamana sutta was senaja. What kind of sutta? I don't know. Wakamana. It naja. It na here the above for the sentence, you see. Above for the sentence, Yekeji Bekwe Samnawa Vyamanawa, you see the paragraph. Yekeji Bekwe Samnawa Brahmanawa. Sasta Wada, Sastan, Lokanja Panyapeti, Atanaja, Sabede, it may Yewa Pajupada Nakande Nisaya Breja, Iti Wadi Anyadra. So the Brahma, the Samana, a Brahma is this word. They claim, you see, the Paikada, Sasra Wada, who hold the eternal views, eternal views. So they hold or they claim Lokaja Atanaja, Sasta Lokaja, Loka, here the Sankara Loka or the 5 aggregates. Loka here referred to the 5 aggregates. Loka is Atta. Atta also referred to the 5 aggregates. So Loka, which is the 5 aggregates, Atta, which is the 5 aggregates. They claim, no, this the Sasta, they claim these are eternal, or the 5 aggregates are eternal. They claim or they regard these 5 aggregates as Atta a Loka. What they say Loka, they refer to these 5 aggregates. When they say Atta, also they refer to these 5 aggregates. The Loka is the Atta. They claim to be eternal, to be permanent. So Loka is Atta claim to be permanent. The other religions, you see, believe so. The Atta, the Loka, you see, they believe eternal. That's why eternal happiness is the after life. They believe there will be a paradise or there will be a Jannah. That they enjoy sexual happiness there. Now they will never die. They will never die. They are eternal beings. The eternal beings will enjoy only happiness. Those happiness also eternal happiness. No separate at all in those places. A paradise, a Jannah. Only happiness, only sexual pleasures are there. The beings there are also eternal beings. All those sexual pleasure also the eternal sexual pleasure. So some Brahmana, a Samana, a Brahmana, you see, take such kinds of wrong view. So sapete ime yewa upadana khane nisawa padecha. All of them, you see, depending on these, the upadana khanda, it is anyadara. Now, it is among the 5 aggregates. Anyadara, take any one of those at loka a atta. It is among the 5 upadana khanda. Anyadara, any one of them. Take all the upadana khanda, or take any one of upadana khandas. They claim the loka, the atta, is eternal. So it is not according to this quotation. It is not according to this quotation. Vakamana Sutta was in according to the Sutta given by the commentator. Sutta given by commentator, you know. Rupe ko bhikkhave sati rupa upadaya. So Vakamana Sutta was in the quotation given by commentators. It is not the Sutta given by Mulatika here. I mean the above Sutta. The Sutta given by Mulatika, Vakamana Sutta was in the Sutta given by commentator. Khadeja Nisaya depending on the Khanda. Bridaramana Divasana, whatever. It is not said to be Bridaramana, Mahagadaramana, Apamanaramana. What? Ditti Upajadi. So the deity which is not to be said Bridaramana, Apamanaramana, Mahagadaramana arises there. So what kind of deity is that? Do you have any idea for that deity? Deity which is not to be said Bridaramana, Mahagadaramana, Apanaramana. That means this deity does not take any karma object, does not take, we cannot say this deity to have karma object, to have Mahagada object, to have Apamana object. So what kind of deity is there? Is that? Please.
Don't know, Sayadaw.
Huh?
I don't know, Sayadaw.
You don't know.
Yeah.
This deity referred to the wrong view that take Panyati as an object. The Panyati cannot be said as karma, as Mahagada, as Apamana. So he like Pachupana Ramana Dhamma, Dida Ramana Dhamma, Angnagada Ramana. So the deity which take those objects, those Panyati. Panyati also cannot be said, not to be said as present, past, future. So the Panyati, the deity that takes Panyati as an object is called Nawadabha, Paridaramana, Nawadabha, Mahagadaramana, Nawadabha, Apamanaramana, Nawadabha, the Pachupanaramana, Tidaramana, Anagadaramana. Because Panyati cannot be said as present, past, future. Panyati will never be said as karma, Mahagada, Apamana. Karma object. Panyati is not included a karma object. Panyati is not included a Mahagada object. Panyati is not included in the Apamana object. Or Panyati is not included a present object, past and future object. So this wrong view, the wrong view that takes Panyati as an object is called Navatapa. We call Navatapa. Those Navatapa, the Piṭaka, Mahagata, Apamana, and the present object, the future object, the past object, those objects are to be said depending on the pi aggregate. Khante Ewa Nisaya. Depending on pi aggregate, we call it the Piṭaka object, Piṭaka, the Mahagata Apamana, we call it the Pajupana Adita Anagata. So we call those only referred to only or dependent on only pi aggregate. But here ditti arises. Ditti,
so you know,
which is not to be regarded as Piṭaka-ramana, the Mahagata-ramana, Apamana-ramana, Adita-ramana, Pajupana-ramana, Anagata-ramana arises here. Take a panya, that means it takes panyadi as object. When it takes panyadi as object, it cannot be said so. Karane bana wachasa sabawa dhammasa abawa do. Sabawa dhammasa abawa do. Sabawa dhamma does not arise. Sabawa dhamma does not exist. Except here khanda nibbana. Except khanda, except nibbana. That means the khanda, the nibbanas are called sabhava dhamma. Those sabhava dhamma do not arise apart from these khanda or the nibbana. Only the khanda, only and the nibbana is called sabhava dhamma. Panyadi is not sabhava dhamma. What hodi here? Here. Khanda nibbana vajjasa sabhava dhammasa abhava dodi oda hodi. So there is ditti, there is wrong view. There is not to be said Piṭaka-ramana, etc. That is not to be said said to take the karma object. That karma object also depended on what aggregate. So why the Buddha say? Because here the deity cannot be said as Piṭaka-ramana, etc. Because those Piṭaka-ramana are regarded depending on those five aggregates. You see, depending on those five aggregates, they are called Piṭaka-ramana, etc. But here, ditti is not to be regarded as Piṭaka-ramana. That means this ditti does not take any object that depends on pi aggregates. The meaning will be so, you know, the deity, this from view does not take the object which depends on the pi aggregate. So there should be one more khanda for the deity. You know, if you do not regard, if you do not name deity as Piṭaka-ramana, etc., so there must be another khanda. You understand?
So you
There
know,
must
so
be another khanda.
that's why I don't understand. So when we say, when we cannot say deity is Piṭaka-ramana and then so on, which means we have to take Piṭaka-ramana as the Bahupi Samasa.
No, here. That means this deity cannot be said as Piṭaka-ramana because it takes panyati as the object.
Yes, so that's what I mean. I mean, so here the Piṭaka-ramana and so on are the adjectives. They modify deity, right? Because we know that
Navatapa deity here, Navatapa here, not the verb. Navatapa modifies the word deity.
Yes, but I mean, because based on the explanation, so you know, when we say that ditti is not paritaramana, then we have to take paritaramana as the bahupihi, which means ditti is not taking paritaramana as paritadhamma as the object. Because we know that ditti it is the one of the jitasikas, right? If we just see it as the sabhavadhamma, then it should belong to the classification of the aramana. So it should belong to one of those three classifications. But because here we said that it cannot be seen this way, so we have to take the paritaramana and so on as the bahupihi samasa. And then I don't see the reason why he's saying that there should be another khanda where ditti belongs to.
But he did not say anything. It should be another khanda. But the meaning is like that. Because the take example is ditti here. He said ditti arises. Ditti here, this ditti arises not dependent on any khanda. Because it is not to be separate ramana, etc. Those parita ramana dhamma arise due to five aggregates. This ditti arises not due to five aggregates. It means this ditti does not arise due to five aggregates.
Yes, it arises not depending on the aggregates, but because we know that ditti is the akusala cetasika, right? So it should belong to paritaramana. If in that classification, it has to belong to paritaramana. Right. So
it belongs to paritaramana, but it does not belong to paritaramana here. Paritaramana means the dhamma which takes parita as the object.
Yes, so that's what I mean. So in this case, then paritaramana has to be the bahupihi.
You want to say paritaramana?
Yes.
You want to define the word paritaramana?
Yes, it has to modify the word ditti, and it is bahupihi samasa. Because otherwise, if we take paritaramana as the kammadaraya samasa, then ditti, of course, is paritaramana.
Here, paritaramana is ditti. The paritaramana is not there to do with the ditti. Here, only navataba ditti. Navataba is ditti. So, paritaramana di was sena. And so, paritaramana and so. Navataba ditti, the ditti not to be said. Navataba need to connect to ditti here. Navataba is adjective. Ditti is noun here. The paritaramana, the word paritaramana is nothing to do with the ditti here. We need to consider only the navataba ditti. So navataba ditti, the ditti which is not to be separate dharamana. Because we say paritaramana because those aramana dependent on the five aggregates. But this ditti is not to be said to take parita object. Because this ditti does it take, the five aggregates. It takes panyati as the aggregate. That's why this ditti arises not dependent on five aggregate, it means. Now, it will mean the ditti arises not dependent on five aggregates.
Yes. And that's fine. So, I mean, that is just nothing to do with the, we need to add another khanda or anything because we know the ditti belongs to the sankhara khanda, right?
No, it does not belong to sankhara khanda. Sankhara khanda arises depending on aggregate.
No, but because here, I mean, ditti itself is sankhara khanda, but
that's why here ditti, as it does not take the five aggregate as object. This deity does not take five aggregate, even though it says belong to Sankhara Khanda.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it takes Panyati as the object.
Yes.
So if the deity is not related to five aggregates, it cannot be said is Sankhara Khanda, or it cannot be it cannot be regarded as the Khanda it means.
Why is that? I don't understand, because here we discussing based on the objects that the deity is taking. It has nothing to do with the nature of deity, right?
Here, the Pridharamana Divasana Navatapa, this word, the meaning of this word, this word means the deity does not take these dhamma which depend on five aggregates. That means the deity takes another object which is not to be called as the Pajubana, Adidanagada Pajubana, Ajadawa Bahidawa. Deity does not take those things. But the Khanda belong to Adita, Nagada, Pajubana, Olarigawa, Sukuma, and so, But this deity, as it does not take those, it cannot be said those. Now what about deity? That means this deity cannot be included in the Khanda because it does not take the object that depends on the Khanda. It is apart from Khanda in this case, the deity.
Why is that? Because I still don't understand. Because
okay,
this is only
I will
the
give
object.
you the hint here. So you think about that again. Can you understand this meaning? So I will give you the hint here. This deity referring to the deity that takes Panyati as the object. That's why it is not to be separate Dharamana, etc. So the Dharamana, those Dhamma arise depending on the five aggregates. If deity does not take those Dhamma, so this deity, that means this deity does not arise depending on five aggregates. If this deity does not arise depending on five aggregates, this deity cannot be regarded as the aggregate. So it must be apart from five aggregates. If so, there must be one more aggregate apart from five aggregates. That is the meaning. So you think about that.
No, so this is like the
Mulatika does not say that.
Right, this is the argument of somebody, right? So this is the argument of a Jodaka, right?
Not argument here. Not argument. Kadane bana wachasa sabha dhammasa abhava do. So the answer is there. The answer is there. Here why you see the Mulatika said this one. Why here he said this Nawada Badeti Upajati. That's what he want to say so, but he did not say the editor, this one. He did not say editor.
No, I understand. That's, I mean, it's like at the beginning, I said that if we say that deity cannot be Paritaramana or Mahakataramana and whatever, then we have to take those Paritaramana so on as the Bahupihi Samasa.
Okay,
because it means
Samasa, then what happened?
That it means that those deity cannot be called those names because the object of that deity is not based on khandas. But it doesn't mean that deity belongs to another khanda apart from five khanda. It's just saying
yes, automatically that it means so, automatically it means so.
No, it's different. So, because if we take it as the Bahupihi and if we take it as the Kamādivinicchayakathā, they are different. Because here we have to take it as the Pahupihi, we cannot take it as the Kamadaraya.
So how do you understand this sentence? According to your understanding, please explain.
Sayadaw. Hello?
Yes.
So actually, according...
the voice is very low, that's why I had to pay attention.
Okay. So actually, according to your translation is a Bahubihi Samasa. But according to your explanation is like a Kamadaraya Samasa. That's right.
So, no, you see the word Abhidhamma is correct as you think. Now we are not talking about Abhidhamma. We are talking about Navatabhaditi. Navatabhaditi. You need to think the word Navatabhaditi only. You don't need to say Abhidhamma or the Abhidhamma about the Diti. The Abhidhamma is nothing to do with the Diti here. Only Navatabhaditi. The deity which not to be separate dharma, etc. That is the meaning. The deity that is not to be separate dharma, etc. arises.
Yes, yes, yeah, I understand that. So, but it's just saying that in this case, because the object is panyati, so it doesn't belong to this tika. So that's why we cannot say it using the terms in this tika. That's all it's saying. Can you hear me, Sayadaw? So what it say here is that the deity arises cannot be said as the Paritharamana and so on, right? Because the object.
No. The deity cannot be said, Paritharamana and so arises.
Yes. Yes, I understand that. So, but what it means is that because the object is not the Paramattha based on Khanda. That's all it's saying. But it doesn't mean that that deity is going to belong to another Khanda. That's how I understand.
So because the asa is given there, Khanda Nibbana Vajjasa. That is the asa. Khanda Nibbana Vajjasa Sabhava Dhammasa Abhavato. That is the asa. So that deity, even though Mulatika does not say anything, that deity belongs to another Khanda. But this deity should not be included in any Khanda because it is Navataba Dhamma. But as the deity included in the Paramattha Dhamma, so the asa given Khanda Nibbana Vajjasa Sabhava Dhammasa Abhavato. Deity included is Sabhava Dhamma. So Sabhava Dhamma, as it is Sabhava Dhamma, it here can be said as Khanda. That is the meaning, not directly, Mulatika did not explain directly, indirectly. So he say, Khande Ewa Nesaya Paritharamana Divasana Navata Bhaja Titi Upajadi. He said that one, he what to say about the deity there, that take Panyati as the object. So for the deity that takes Panyati as the object, how should we include this deity? Because it is not included, it's not to be separate dharma, etc. If it is not to be said so, then what happened to that deity? How can we say that deity as aggregate? So he gave the answer at the same time. Of course, deity is Sabhava Dhamma. Sabhava Dhamma arises, cannot arise if it is not Khanda or it is not Nibbana. So Khanda and Nibbana are Sabhava Dhamma. Deity also included in Sabhava Dhamma. That's why this deity also can be included in the Khanda. He just want to say so, but he doesn't explain directly. You got it?
I'm still trying to understand the word Khandhavibhaṅgo. What just
Yes.
What just
Please try to understand. So we can tomorrow we discuss this about this again.
Yeah, Sayadaw, yeah.
Then we will conclude this treaty because the Mulatika does not explain clearly, does not say directly. He used very short word here, so it is not easy to understand his word. What does what he means? What did he mean? We do not know. We just say Diti arises. Then he gave the answer. He did not say whether there is there show one more khanda there. Did not say anything. But he conclude here. Apart from khanda nibbana, there will be no pramata dhamma. There will be no sawa dhamma. That means he agreed Diti as sabhava dhamma. So he included Diti as sankhara khanda also. Okay, that's all. Today we should include here. We should stop here and there.
Yeah.
So let's start our class. Buddha sasana jira detadu. Buddha sasana jira detadu. Buddha sasana jira detadu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu,
Sadhu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Thank you very much,
Very low there. I cannot hear your voice. That's why I had to listen carefully.
Yeah, because the phone
maybe
is like that, Sayadaw.
yes, you have to turn on you have to turn up the volume of the phone.
Oh, the phone?
Yes, you have to turn up the yeah.
Maybe the sound here speaker not so good here.
Yes, so what I mean
Here,
our
you see the bolus. I reset the bolus all here. The sound for you very, very low. I don't know why. Okay. Please take care of yourself. To meet tomorrow again.
yes, Sayadaw. Yeah, we see you
Yes, thank you,
tomorrow.
Sayadaw.
See you
Take care,
tomorrow.
Sayadaw.
You see you go tomorrow. But take
Yes,
care of yourself
Sayadaw.
not to die.